What I'm going to show and share with you guys is the blueprint to attract the maximum amount of wealth into your life by following 4 sacrificial steps. Let us first start with the definition of the law of sacrifice. Most people hear this word sacrifice and they freak out. All a sacrifice is just a commitment. A sacrifice is just a decision. Most people are afraid to make a decision. So law of sacrifice implies that you must be willing to let go of something of a lower nature to be able to receive something of a greater nature. How many of you guys are afraid of letting go of those things of the lower nature? You know, lack of trust in yourself, in the universe, in abundance, right? Because the fact that you're holding on to something for dear life shows what? Scarcity. Because I'm here to show you guys the next 4 moves. It's going to change everything for every single person in this room if they apply it. You must give up to go up. Simple concept, simple principle. The first thing that most people need to be able to give up is the idea of money. I am currently holding on to the Live Satori $10,000 award that's given to our team, people that are able to earn over $10,000 with affiliate marketing. So I have this award and it's in my hand. But the thing is, this $100,000 award looks a lot sexier. I can't get it. For me to be able to get this award, I must first be willing and ready and able to put that first award down so that now my hands are clear, so that I don't have any weight on myself. My hands are free and clear. And now that my hands are free and clear, I can go and I can grab this. And now I have the $100,000 award in my hand. Most of us don't understand this principle. It's called the law of sacrifice, right? The law of sacrifice, again, implies that we must give up something of a lower nature to receive something of a higher nature. We cannot hold on to something and still receive something else. It's almost impossible and impractical. Now, a lot of people in here, we want to be able to change our lives and make money with affiliate marketing. Most of you guys are in here because you want to make money in affiliate marketing. You want to finally figure out what this affiliate marketing thing is. And it's the same exact concept. Right now, you're holding on to the old money. So we're holding on to the old money, expecting a different result from the old money. Again, I want to remind you, there's something that Einstein once said. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and again and expecting a different result. So we're holding on to this old money, expecting our results to be different. We're holding on to the old identity of ourselves, expecting our results to be different. We're holding on to the same comfort that we've felt and had for the past 5, 10, 15 years, expecting our results to be different. Guys, this is the definition of insanity. Is there anyone in here that's a little bit mentally defective? If so, I'm sorry. You have to be able to exchange old money for new money. If you're not willing to exchange old money for new money, then where is the flow? I'm going to share something with you guys. We've spent money on coaching from, as you guys know, Russell Brunson. I pay Russell Brunson $250,000 every single year. But why? Is Russell Brunson going to teach me a new funnel building strategy? Yes or no? I've already made millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars using ClickFunnels. I already know how to build a freaking funnel. Do you think Russell Brunson can teach me anything about a freaking funnel? Yes or no? No, he can't. I pay Russell Brunson because I get to be in the room where new money is being made. I spend my old money so that I can be in the room where the new money is being made. I'm not learning how to build a funnel. I just want to be in the room where the new money is being made. How many of you guys understand and believe that technology is ever changing and ever growing? How many of you guys believe that? How many of you guys understand how fast something can be outdated? Just like that, Blockbuster went out of business. Why? They weren't willing to grow and adapt. So these things happen really, really quick. And if I'm not in the room where the new money is being made, guess what? I'm stuck with the old way I made money. I'm stuck with the old processes, the old system, the old version, the old mindset. So I exchange old money for new money. And how does this look? This looks like this. I'm willing to exchange $10 for the opportunity to make $100. How many of you guys are willing to make that sacrifice? What about this? The numbers are going to get bigger. I'm willing to sacrifice $100 for the potential to make $1,000. Okay, it's going to get scarier. I promise. It's not going to get easier. It's going to get scarier. I'm willing to sacrifice $1,000 for the potential to make $10,000. Does that math make sense? Yes or no? Why else would I be willing to sacrifice $250,000? Why else would I be willing to sacrifice $250,000 a year? Why else would I be willing to sacrifice $250,000 a year to be in the room where the new money is made? Why would I be willing to do that? I'm expecting $1 million of new money to be flowed into my bank account. Does that sound like a good investment? Yes or no? I don't believe in something for nothing. And yes, there are times when people will help out. I'm not saying that there's not times when people will help out. People help out all the time. I help out all the time. But there's nothing in this world called something for nothing. That is something that I've learned. That is something that has avoided me from losing my shirt many times over. I'd rather pay somebody so I can get a result than to hope that someone's going to do me a favor. So I'm going to use myself as an example for the entire rest of this class. Right? I sat down today literally in sales calls, like a bunch of sales calls. It was really interesting. Having to convince people of a better life. That's bizarre. I mean, in my world, that's bizarre. That's weird, right? Even when I'm dealing with Russell, he doesn't have to talk to me, right? I don't think about it because I understand I'm changing the old money for the new money. I get to be in the room where the new ideas are being spoken about, where the new innovations are being made, where the new ideas and the concepts are being spoken about to be implemented. I'm in those rooms. The old ideas are not going to get me that far, especially when there's new things rolling out, especially in this online world. And now the second concept, the second thing that I have to go through, sacrifice that I need to make, is do I sacrifice my comfort? We all love comfort. Oh my gosh, it's so comfortable. What I've done in the past is so comfortable. What I've done in the past is so easy. What I've done in the past makes more sense. It's smoother. It's better. It's not complicated. What I've done in the past is what I've done in the past. Because I've done it in the past does not mean that the optimal version of myself is going to be doing that thing in the future. And that's where growth comes in. We have to look at ourselves. The second sacrifice that we need to make is a decision between comfort or growth. Are we going to sacrifice our comfort? After we sacrifice the old money for the new money, we now need to make a decision of whether we're going to sacrifice our comfort for our growth, for you guys to attract more money, for you guys to make more money. I'm literally giving it to you guys. I now need to sacrifice my comfort for my growth. I sat down in a room with Russell one time, and Russell said, hey, Junior, the way that you're doing this is, he's Mormon, so he's not going to say it, but if he could say it, he would say, Junior, the way that you're doing this is stupid. Junior, you're not running a charity, you're running a business. You know what my response was? Guess what my response was? Well, it's the way that I've always done it, and it's worked. And guess what? Because that's the way that I've always done it and it's always worked. Yes, it did work, but then what happened over time? Just because something is working today does not mean that it will work tomorrow. Just because something is working today does not mean it will work next week or next month. So I had to come to terms and actually accept the fact of what this guy is talking to me about. Yeah, here I am. I've been able to make $10 million online. But this guy has been able to make $1 billion online. Do you think I should listen to him? Yes or no? I'd be insane if I don't. So I had to sit down and come to terms. Listen, if I want to grow, I need to be okay with being uncomfortable. I need to be okay walking in the dark, not knowing what my next steps are. I need to be okay with that. I need to be able to sacrifice the comfort that I had for now uncertainty. And I chose to sacrifice for growth. Some of you guys remember it. How many of you guys remembered we raised our prices? I changed my entire second day, the 2-day workshop, into 1-day workshop. What do you think I thought about that? Super uncomfortable. I started doing a webinar. I changed the concept. I got rid of the Earn While You Learn program. I said I'm no longer taking any students for mentorship. I'm only doing coaching only. How do you think I felt about that? Super uncomfortable. I changed my software from the old way that we were doing things to the new way that we're doing things. How do you think I feel about it? Internally, super fucking uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable. This is new. This is scary. This is unknown. But this is the path to growth. This is the path to success. Are you guys all tracking? Are you guys all watching how I live these things out? Now, the third thing that I need to do now is I now need to sacrifice my time for money. What do you mean, Junior? You're an entrepreneur. How are you sacrificing your time for money? Well, then, okay, great. Did I not just say that I need to step out of my comfort zone and grow? How do I become efficient at a new thing? I just said I had to sacrifice my comfort for growth. How do I grow? I now need to use my time, correct or incorrect? I now need to use my time to practice. Yes, I now need to practice. I now need to do that thing. I now need to get good at it. I now need to sacrifice my time to learn how to do the thing, to learn how to use the system. Some of you guys are probably thinking, sitting down like, hey, well, can't you just outsource it? Absolutely. And then guess what happens? I lose my business. I have to sacrifice my time to be able to be efficient in that thing so that I can start earning the money. I need to sacrifice my time to figure out affiliate marketing so that I can make money. I now need to make a decision. Am I going to put the time in to make this work? Yes or no? Am I going to sacrifice my time to make this work? Yes or no? Okay, great. I make a decision to sacrifice my time. Okay, great. The money starts appearing. I'm sacrificing my time for the money, but it does not stop there. How many of you guys have had success that was short-lived? You may have been able to get your first sale, a second sale, a third sale, whatever the case is, but you weren't able to be consistent. That's because the last step, which is crucial, you need to sacrifice your old identity for the new identity. And this part is crucial. See, even with myself, I started doing all the work, doing all the things, changing all of the concepts that we have in affiliate marketing. But I had to sit down and take inventory knowing that the identity that I previously once had may not get me to $25, $30 million a year business. That is the old identity. The old identity is not going to get me there. I need to reshape and recreate who I am, because that's the only way that I'm going to get there. A lot of us have a lot of these old identity thoughts. I'm not good enough. I can't make money. I'm just getting lucky. I'm a slow learner. I'm bad at learning. A lot of us have these old identities and we're lugging them around. But what we don't realize is these are the baggages that we're carrying into the new updated version of ourselves. The law of sacrifice implies that you must give up something of a lower nature to receive something of a higher nature. We have to give up who we believe we are, what we believe we are, what we believe our habits are. We have to probably sometimes reimagine our entire being. The person that we are currently being is the reason why we are stuck in the current predicament. It's not your circumstances. It's not your situations. It's not the accidents. It is who you are. And these things are creating your unhappiness, your dissatisfactions, your anxieties, essentially your problems. The law of sacrifice, deeper than just sacrificing and getting rid of things. The law of sacrifice is more about decisions, making a choice. And that's all it is. Sacrifice isn't anything bad. Sacrifice is just a commitment. That's all sacrifice is, a commitment. Are you committed to your comfort? Are you committed to growth? Are you committed to the current time that you have? Or are you committed to the money that you can have? And are you committed to your old identity? Or are you committed to your new identity? In this order. You sacrifice in this order, your entire life will change. The same exact way my life has changed, yours will change as well. Make a decision for sacrifice. Make a decision to sacrifice for what it is that you want. Because if you don't sacrifice for what it is that you want, what you want then becomes the sacrifice.